Now let us understand the endpoint configuration for the background job. So let us go to the solution. Here we have two endpoints for the background job. One is for handler and one is for the subscribers. So we go to the program. We have the basic configuration builder and iConfiguration setup here. Now we'll go to the create host builder. So in that we are configuring the Serilog with the program, and then we are using the register flex services. In that we are using the FlexBase you are adding. Then we are adding the primary key generator. Then we have the automapper configuration. And in the DB services, we first configure the connection provider, and we have by default as app setting connection provider for write and read DB. Multi-tenant we'll see when we look at the multi-tenant sections. And we have configured the EFDB context and the repository bridge for write and read DB. And here this is the default destination endpoint where the message should be sent or read from. So because this layer will not, this will be like an endpoint where the web API also will send the messages which will be processed, and the subscribers will receive the messages. So this is by default, we are not using anything. We are given the same name as the handler endpoint. If you go to the app setting, each endpoint will have a unique name. So we call it as endpoint.handlers. You can give your name as you wish. So using the name, the queue will be created in the chosen queue provider while using the bus. Same way we have different name for the subscribers, and we have a name for the web API. If you see in the web API bus configuration, we were putting a destination endpoint. So any message that is sent from the web API will end up in the handler endpoint, because e-commerce endpoint.handler is the name we are telling the destination. So it will go and being processed in this endpoint, because the name of this endpoint is the same that we have defined for the addressing the messages. So we'll come back to the program. So as usual, we have the bus endpoint configuration, learning bus configuration, Azure bus configuration. You are free to change it, but this is the default that we use. And then we have added the flex service bus bridge to the services here. So this ends the configuration section of our endpoints. One more thing I would like to mention. So whenever we are doing the startup, so we are using the service scope, and this is the default configuration. We need it because we need to start the bus. So it is bus is being, now since you have configured everything with your DI container, from the DI container we are getting an instance of the bus and starting when the application starts. So that's all now for the basic configuration in our understanding the endpoint.